It's showtime.
Psychically, I'm very well endowed.
I'm going to agree with this statement. We should talk about how Perfect 10 has taken the throne of the Perfect Peach away from the animated Rogue now that she's Brie Larson.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here. That's the end?
No. I use a word that don't mean nothing, like Luke did. I sang up you like, and if you missed it, I'm the one who said just grab them in the biscuit.
Psychically, I'm very well endowed.
I want to know what you're thinking. There are some things you can't hide. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Cooper from Telepathic Bunny Comics. I'm trying to get StreamYard straightened out here. All right. Here we are. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Sorry, I'm a little flabbergasted. I created a slideshow, spent better part of an hour on it, then downloaded it, can't find it on the computer. So that's what the delay is about. Meanwhile, I have a guest who popped in on me, the man, the myth, the legend, legendary writer of things such as Punisher and Nexus, which is currently funding on several platforms, including Fund My Comic. Here is the Mr. Mike Barron.
How can I help you, Bunny?
Well, you helped me by just showing up, my friend. Thank you for coming. We are talking about sexy characters today. Talking about how the mainstream has decided to nerf all their female characters, and what opportunity this presents for us, I believe. And so let's. In honor of that today, let me start my camera here. Hopefully the internet will behave. But I'm going to do a short review of this little number right here. This is from Mr. Art T. Bear, Black and White Volume 2. Took a little while to get here, but here we are. It got here. Has a backup story. This is from Von Klaus from Monster MD fame. Also Terror in the Trenches and Katara Witch Hunter. Now this main story here. This is the I've got the original, and this is the sequel to that one. This is a comic that he did back when he was at Image, I believe, and he just kind of revived it. And it's basically a little espionage, a little superhero heroics, a little advanced technology. Put it in a blender and add a really hot female right there, Miss Whitney Sung, also known as White. And
he's a great artist. I'd love to work with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this particular one. Yep, he's the writer and the artist. So I didn't know if he. I know this one here. He had somebody else draw it, so I was just making sure.
Who's
But
the artist?
let's see, Pedro Ang did this one here.
Oh, Pedro. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that one. But this one is definitely RT Bear. It's definitely got that old image aesthetic, you know. But this one here, story wise, it's a direct sequel, happens right on the heels of the previous one. I went back and read that comic and before I read this one, and this is like right after this one. And it just keeps going. Now, writing wise, it's a very solid, solid comic. He obviously knows what he wants to do with these. Looks like I'm about to robot here. Internet's cutting out on me. Let me stop to see if I can get this back online here. All right. So the good is it's great art. Solid characterizations. He's very solid in his world building. Everything was consistent. There are a few issues that I had. I thought that the villain at the end kind of like, I wasn't. It kept like changing the rules a little bit towards the end, where at one point the villain was capable of this, and then suddenly he's capable of that, and there wasn't really any to lead up to that, and so it felt like a little bit like a plot contrivance. Either way, very solid comic, very solid for its genre. It's exactly what you expect from it, and makes no apologies about that. And so it's a recommend for me. Let me go ahead and give you my rating on it. This is a
5 carats.
all righty. That's a 5-carat comic for me. Now 6, I reserve 6 for when a comic really gets me plugged in, really moves me, and it's something that has an emotional resonance with me. This was I never really found anything on that level, but this is very, very good entertainment. I enjoyed it, and I'll probably reread it again. So that's a very high compliment for me. Adding to the stage, one of my favorite current YouTubers, Mr. John's Longbox.
Hey,
Hi,
how you
John.
doing? How you
I'm
doing,
gonna
Mike?
let John have my time. I got to bail.
Welcome
but,
in, John.
Thank you for having me on, and I
I
will be
scared away
happy to.
Mike.
All
I
right.
should have combed my hair. I wouldn't have frightened off.
No
Mike.
problem,
You're
Mike.
here.
Thanks for coming.
It was my pleasure. I'll be back. I promise.
All right. Thank you for coming, John. Appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
what's going on? What's going on? I just saw you.
Let me go ahead and get caught up on. Yeah. We're talking about sexy characters today. You think you can contribute something with that?
Yeah, look, I contributed me. Look at I'm a sexy character.
Yep. Yeah. There you go. All right. Yep. All right. Hold on. Wiki says, "Hey, what's hold up? Kick his thing up already." I said, "Hold your horses," and he said, "I'm not Mr. Ed. I'm more of a Francis the Mule. Jackass." And yep. There you go. Am I rubbing off on you a little bit? Yeah. William F says, "Love your work," and Mike said, "Thank you," and hello all, and hello John. All right. So we are caught up. All right. Now, I did do a slideshow earlier today, and I downloaded it, and I thought I had the file figured out where it was downloaded to, but I have yet to locate it. I kind of like went to upload it to last thing, but I do have the file folder that everything's in, so we are going to use that. So we're going to use that right there. let me go ahead and bring it up. The reason we're talking about this today, what's this got to do with what's next? I mean, because let's face it, sexy characters have been around a long time. Well,
Sex
what I
sells.
mean by this is, yeah, exactly. But what's new is these self destruction of the mainstream thing. They're sex. Let me of someone who has been nerfed. Let me bring this up right quick. Now, all righty. Well, the X-Men 97, for all of its, a lot of people have really enjoyed it. But one of the things they got wrong is they flattened Rogue out. And this seems to be happening quite a lot. It was just announced the other day that they've decided that they are going to emasculate Laura Croft from Tomb Raider. The little short shorts are going to be gone, and the little midriff tops are going to be gone, and they're going to, she looks like she's going to go spelunking. So they seem to be determined that they're going to cover everybody up. They're going to stick women who are, shall we say, on the overweight side, not the voluptuous side, but overweight side, call them sex symbols. And they seem to have an aversion for women who are in shape. And well, this is an opportunity for us.
It's difficult to stay in shape. It takes work. It's easy to be a fat slob. And let's face it, everything's got to be easy, and work is bad. Going to work is bad. Right. Maintaining your body is bad. Everything has got to be easy and accessible. When you have gender communism, it's defined by the weakest link. And there you go. The weakest link is fat slobs.
There you go. Yeah, it's basically by say this body positive thing, whatever it is actually body shaming people.
Body positive. If you were body positive, we would be encouraging people to be in good shape.
Exactly.
It's double speak. Body positive. You're a fat slob who's laying in bed eating chocolate chip cookies, and you're lovely and you're healthy at any size. It's 1984. It's double speak.
Right. There you go. All right. Say sexy T. There you go. Perfect peach. Yes, definitely the perfect peach. Rex erection. I think he's talking about Devil Flyer. Hell Psychos. Psychos? Well, that's coming from you. Yo, Matt, what's up, William? And hey, good stuff. Hey, guys. All right. Welcome in. Welcome to the fluffiest chat and all of you too. Thank you guys for coming. Well, I made, since my slideshow went and bye-bye. Wherever it is, I'll find it eventually. But let me go this way. Let me share this right here. Let's see if it'll share. Yep. Is it sharing? Is it not coming up? Hold on. Sorry. Whoop. Okay, let me try this again. All right, the window should be right there, so share it. And it doesn't want to come up, does it? Come on now. It says it's Sharon. All right. But I don't see anything. All right, hold on.
Talking to Michael Bancroft right now as you're putting this up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He graciously agreed to host my long.
Okay, there it is. All right. With Ella from the Lucent.
And every comic book fan likes redheads. I don't know what it is.
Got you. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, it's a little delay there. Sorry. All right, John Con, you're gonna have your own convention.
Yeah, I'm 56. On my 50th birthday, my wife said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" And I said, "I'd like to have everybody over for a board game convention." So I made T-shirts and we rented out a hotel meeting room, and all my friends we played board games for the entire weekend. And they goofed around and called it John Con, and it became every 6 months we would have John Con until COVID killed it.
Oh,
so that's the origin of this T-shirt.
Sounds like a hoot.
Yeah, man. I sold T-shirts and stuff like that to raise money to get the hotel rooms, So
yeah, we need to
that
do
way
that.
we could drink and stay up all night and not have to worry about anything. It was fun. Back in the way dark days before COVID, literally everybody in Queens is afraid to put 3 people in a room now, so they still don't do it. So that's why I moved. City people are weird. Am I coming across okay? Is everything all right?
Yeah, just
Coop. Okay, I didn't know. You were silent for so long. I didn't know if I was
if the
internet was messed up.
Now she's. Yeah, I'm sorry if for the delay, everybody. I'm my internet's got to catch up a little bit. There we go. I think we're back. Anyway, Jean Grey put the hook into all of us. Yes, she did. She did at that.
Jean Grey and Mary Jane.
Of course,
Watson, right?
all the redheads have been. Oh yes, definitely, Mary Jane. Don't forget her. Yeah. Of course, that's why they race swap. Can't let us have something we enjoy or that we like, right? Okay, so this is Ella from the Lucent. Very lovely lady. Great book, great series. She's a little kind of young on the young side, but she's a young adult, so she counts. And but she's very sexy because she's very self-contained and very confident in herself. Very sexy girl. Now she doesn't wear a lot of scantily clad stuff, but I like her a lot as a protagonist. Anyway, the next one we just did a review of the black and white, and
so mad I missed
this is
this.
Whitney. Yeah, it's still available on Indiegogo. I got the link.
Beer, right?
Yep.
I got it. Matter of fact, let me look it up right now.
Yeah, RT Bear. Yep.
There's so much stuff that I think I backed it. I forgot to back it, and I lost track of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and let me pin this this link right quick. I've got the link. Yeah, go ahead, pin that. All right, bring it up. So yeah, let me go ahead and pin this right quick. Share. Okay. Go back and
I like Wookie's comment.
yeah, there you go. All right, it is in the description. For some reason, my app on my phone's screwing up. And but yeah, COVID times were screeching harpies ruled and jellyfish spines hid. Yeah, definitely. Well, this particular comic, I just did a review on it. It's a very solid comic. Has a lot of espionage. Has some kind of superheroics, a little advanced technology, some daring do, and see up a lot, and causes a lot of complications because of it. But she's definitely a compelling character. Somebody that I can understand why people like to make them more complicated than make them completely unlikable. She is not that. So anyway, the link is definitely in the description. I can't really share it to the chat right now, but it's definitely in the description. Anyway, so next one. This is Sasha from the Jawbreaker series. She's in several of the books. This is this lady does incredible pinups. Zach uses her a lot.
Sashi.
And Sashi, right? Not Sasha. Sashi. You're absolutely right. Trying to share this link. Why is it not sharing? All right, let me take me 1 second here. Okay. For some reason, it will not let me. It's in the chat now. Let me pin that thing.
Yep, I just found it.
Pin it. You got it? All right, there we go. I got it. Finally. I don't know what my app was doing, but there it is. But this is Sashi. This is the Jawbreaker series. And the second one, I believe she came back as a cyborg. And I believe she's also in the third book, maybe. No, she's not in the third one because the third one's a prequel. But she might be in the fourth one. I don't know. I didn't back. But yeah, there you go. So this is Sashi from Jawbreakers. Okay. Now, I think she's got a fan over here. All right, dude. Okay. Now, next one. This one is Boss Lady. The Boss. She is from the Company Men. Now, she has got a cybernetic hand. She is like a kind of a little bit like what is her name? Amanda Waller. But she actually does care about the people that she's supposed to be in charge of. But she is manipulative and she is a little underhanded. But she does it because that's how she survives in the arena that she is in. But I think she's a very compelling character. She had a good arc in the first book, and I think she's going to be even more featured in the second one. But definitely, I when I look at her, I think of Pam Grier. She's definitely a Pam Grier type,
Yeah.
That is Boss, the boss from Company Men. So this is Tara Nutriches. This is Lady Satan. Now, she evidently is in a character who is like, let me see if I can blow her up a little bit here. How did it do? But she is evidently from a character who is in the public domain that Vaughn decided to resurrect, and but he made her into like a gunslinging witch, which is a change from, I think, her original character. She's going to be more featured in the second book, according to Vaughn. But very sexy, very sexy. Okay. Now Heidi is an invisible girl, but she has one of the best pin. I'm going to show it later. But yeah, she's like a really clever idea. She has got like a lot of the like bandage. She's still very, very sexy indeed. And just a really unique idea from a very unique mind. Now this is a lot of people's favorite. Last I looked, I think she was second in her poll. Let me check right quick. I believe she's at least pretty high up in the poll at the very least. Let me see here. Come on. Where's it at? All right. Checking the poll. And she is, yep, she's second place. All right. Now this is she's still got a little while to go on the poll, but this is Heather Swain. Very sexy lady. And she is probably one of the sexiest characters that she's probably helped launch CG as a brand. Just pure sex appeal right there. This is the I Spit on Your Hive cover. It's an homage to the I Spit on Your Grave. And I actually had this cover, but I gave it to my good friend JC Trotter, JC Trolling, also known as Jared Brickley. He has got this cover from me now. Evidently, I didn't realize how rare it is because you go on EVS's eBay store and it's actually the most expensive cover there. So he got a deal from me, Anyway, yeah, your Little Red Riding Hood of Death, definitely. She looks like my first wife. With or without the axe, look. She related to Loudon Swain from Vision Quest. I seriously doubt it. She is definitely. Next up this is Ion. This is from the Hybrid series. Very sexy lady. I looked for Chlorine, and it's really not. I couldn't find anything on Chlorine. Who's this green-haired beauty? I don't know where all the images were, but when I looked for it, I ran out of time. But this is Ion. She's the other sexy lady in the lineup of hybrids. She has incredible power, but it's not really defined what the powers are in the hybrids, so I'm not sure what it entails. But she's a very unique person. Has a lot of depth to her. Next one is, of course, she. Hopefully, Billy doesn't get butt hurt and take down my stream for even showing her image, because I'm not sure what that applies to anymore with him. But incredibly gorgeous. Now, he may or may not be affiliated with CG depending on the day or the time or the month. It's an incredible character. She probably launched a bad girl, trope, bad dangerous girl trope, back in the early 90s, and still a very lovely lady. This is it. This is Heidi's pinup. Now I actually have his pinup, but I couldn't locate it. But it's amazing how sexy this thing is. You know, and all it is like what she's wearing, you know. I mean, because let's face it, you know, it's you know, somebody drew it, they drew everything. So, you know, anyway, you look at it too long. Yeah, damn ion. There you go. We've replaced the axe with a steak knife. Oh, okay. Holy crap. And I want to change my vote to she. Yeah, she is just an amazing character. You know, I hate to be a little butthurt for my friend Adam Miller, but that whole situation left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not as big a fan of Billy Tucci as I used to be. I'll just say that much. You know, so I don't want to get sued or anything. Anyway, so the next one, that's show it off, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, here we go. This is the current person who is in the lead.
I voted for Perfect 10. Perfect 10 is pretty much my favorite of the indie superhero comics. I can't recommend it enough. Dave Brink's okay too. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm back. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if it was you or me that left. So I don't.
No, I left.
Okay. Whenever there's a pause, I start talking.
Well, I appreciate it. All right. Let me get this present back up. Let me get this present back up. Where are we at? There we go. All right. Okay. Let's let it populate right quick. So, sorry everybody. I don't know what exactly happened there. There you go. Talk about hide and seek in the dark, right? All right, this is Perfect 10. Yeah, right. I'm sure Heidi feels like a regular lady in the dark. I'll just say that much. You know, speculation aside. But this is Perfect 10. This is from my buddy Dave Brink from Genuine Comics. This is his main protagonist, the very muscular, very sexy lady. Indeed. But just definitely one of the best character designs I have seen recently. Just the way the lines and everything is just really accents her so well. Very sexy lady, very sexy lady. Next we will go. Well, that's another she. I think we're at the end of our. Yeah. All right, so we'll close that out.
Next year, you'll have another character to talk about sexy.
Hey, let me go ahead and close those out right quick. Remove. So, see if my internet will get caught up here. Say, stop here. There we go. All right. So anyway. It's just me. Yeah, Wookie, you have jumped on all these ladies, man. Every single one after another. Anyway, now what's going on right now? Now, yeah, sexy ladies have been a part of comic books all the way back to the inception of comics. As a matter of fact, there used to be rather smutty comics back in the 20s that your mother wouldn't let you have. You probably hide or sneak out, you know. So sexy ladies have definitely been part of comics, but here lately, with the I'll say, inception of Marxist theology into pretty much all of pop culture. The infection is definitely set in, or basically has been cancerous for comics, to the point where it's whittled their market share down to almost nothing now. But the anime still has sexy ladies, but they're not. They're just I have not been impressed with the manga that I've seen. They still, I mean, they don't have like the sexiness that that I've seen in Western comics, and so I still think Western comics still has the sexiest ladies. My opinion. All manga ladies tend to look a lot alike. They all seem to have the same features. They all seem to have like the same hairdos and things like that. So I just don't see a lot in manga that really that I think is iconic like you find in Western comics. Redheads in comics. Yes, we did talk about that. Going extinct, thanks to mainstream. Definitely. Yeah, what they're doing with Mary Jane Watson has just been a total travesty. That's racist, T Bunny. Yep, a little bit. All right, so but when you got people, oh gosh, what is his name? He drew Perfect 10 for a long time. He's like known for covers these days. But they tried to cancel him a couple years back. Scott, yeah, J. Scott Campbell, yeah.
Danger Girls, yeah.
Danger Girls, right. But he basically, they tried to get him out of the industry because of this, because he draws these compelling, beautiful characters. And one of my favorite artists of all time, Mike Ringo. Ringo used to draw just really beautiful ladies, and I think Western comics still, because of the variety of their ladies, I think they still have an advantage where manga is catching up, but that's one thing we still have over Eastern comics, I think. But that gap is closing. But I think independent comics is where you're going to find the sexy ladies. I think they left that wide open for us to come in and just take that market share. And so I think in CG, especially, I see a desire to, keep that alive. Through Heather Swain's, the Perfect 10s, and people like that. Now, I think I will be remiss if I didn't mention the Rippa versus Yara. I think it's pronounced. Is that how it's pronounced? Do you know?
It's a nonsense word. I have no idea.
It's Yara. I think it's spelled Yara.
I don't know how to pronounce anything in the Rippaverse.
There you go.
Except for Horseman, I can pronounce that.
Oh, okay. There you go. But she seems to be pretty sexy. She's kind of like their femme fatale over there. I think she's got ice powers or something. Not really sure, but yeah. So that's the biggest selling comic company in America at the moment. Let's see, their July names are just ridiculous. Well, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion one way or another, but yeah, Yara. Okay. All right. Now, she is definitely a sexy lady, and he is the largest selling independent comic producer right now. So nice to see him keeping that tradition alive. Different, I guess opinions vary. Generically Northern European lady boss. Okay. All right. Okay. She is blonde. You don't see a lot of blonde characters anymore. Yeah, the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Okay. Well, so so he's keeping that going. I'll give him all the credit for that. She is very, very compelling visually. Story wise, I have no idea. I have heard many people talk about. I don't think the book's out yet, so we'll see. But anyway, so I have to go host a game night. All right, see you, John. See you, man. But yeah, redheads are being disappeared. Yes, they are. Okay, later, John. All right. Now that I'm on the screen by myself, maybe my internet will behave a little bit. I'm still working on that issue, guys, but it's not quite there yet. But I think about it is, when it comes to female protagonists, like redunculous. Yeah. Okay. When it comes to female protagonists, my favorite female protagonist is not sexy at all. She's actually a little girl named Mira. Happens to be in Shadowpunk's comic. Hopefully, you'll be able to see it again one of these days once he does that second run and does a second chance on, Fun My Comic. But she's not really sexy at all. She's not meant to be. But the thing about it is, sexy for the sake of sexy is not really compelling to me. But when you have a very well written, character who, may be sexy, but she's also a little dangerous on the dangerous side, that seems to be unique to comics. And now, right now, the reason why this is coming up is because of AAA gaming has been infected by the same woke mind virus that destroyed comics and destroyed a lot of other media. And it's the same, the same thing that made Sports Illustrated think they could put a morbidly obese lady on their cover, and a trans anyway. That used to be Sports Illustrated used to be kind of like, sexy, that's something that everybody got, even if they didn't read Sports Illustrated. They got the swimsuit edition, right? And somebody, the woke mind virus made these people think that, hey, let's put something on the cover that all the males are going to be turned off by. That's what a great idea. By the way, what happened to Sports Illustrated? Anybody know what happened to Sports Illustrated? Anybody recall what happened to Sports Illustrated? Can you get Sports Illustrated now? Anybody? No. Close the doors. So maybe that's not a good idea. Say it. All right. Let's get caught up over here. Mare is a wild card for sure. Yeah. She is really, really spunky. I really like Mira. Yeah, Ripley and Alien, definitely. Especially Aliens. Agreed to talk lady in call sign Orion's hot, but she doesn't flaunt it. She's a wholesome gal, right? SI swimsuit edition, the good old days, right? Yeah, you always got it. We went bye-bye. They definitely went bye-bye. Which it's going to happen to AAA gaming. But I mean, some of the things that are, Oh, 1 second. Yeah, commies don't understand marketing 101. The customer's always right. The customer's always right. So now, the reason why I say sexy characters are what's next for what we are looking for in our marketing is now, because these things need to exist in culture somewhere. Okay. Men, especially, red-blooded American males, that exist outside of blue states, are going to be looking for their stimulation, and they don't find it anywhere else in culture now, because this woke mind virus has just completely, totally erased beautiful women from culture, or done its dead level best to try to. And so this is an opportunity that we need to pursue. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about smut. I'm not talking about going all the way to pornography. I mean, pornography is so plentiful now. That's a non-starter. But I'm talking about sexy, well-drawn, well-written characters are going to be in short supply. Now they're going to look for manga for a lot of that, but we still have an opportunity because Western comics has a very distinct aesthetic that's not available. Now the Bande Desime European style comics still has them, but you know, I don't really think that they have them like voluptuous like they do in Western comics. I haven't seen that. Yep. All right. Kami Mark is a master marketer. Yeah. But anyone remember Miss Hawaiian Tropic pageant? Yeah, right. Miss Hawaiian Tropic. I remember that. The Swedish bikini team, right? I still remember that scene from Dumb and Dumber where the Hawaiian Tropics Swedish bikini team, you know, or whatever, gets broke down on the bus, and they asked Lloyd and Harry for help, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well you just go down that way," you know, they just walk away. They're kind of befuddled, you know. That's great. Anyway, but basically what's happening is all this retraction, all this all this like deprivation that the mainstream is causing with their stupidity is basically leaving the door wide open. Okay, wide freaking open for people to come in, and so I have one more thing to show. I think I closed this out, but I can find it right quick. So now I'm going to throw my hat into the ring. Let me find it right quick. I think it's in here. Let me bring it up. Nope. But I'm going to throw my hat into the sexy woman. There it is. There she is. There she is. But the sexy woman arena. Now, this is a who was in very dire circumstances. I don't think YouTube will let me to say what kind of circumstances those were, but she grabbed a cutlass off the wall, and so anyway, so this here is Bloody Rose Annie McGree, and she happens to be a character who is coming up in my series. And so this was drawn by a friend of mine's. He did this about an hour, and did the watercolor himself in about an hour. So okay, all right, here we go. So this is Sandra from Mythicals will be here on us. Yep, she'll be in there soon enough. Definitely. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Working on it. Ooh, right. And she can spank me anytime. Okay, things are getting a little bit strange over here. Anyway, now I will say this, that she is a little bit of a sexist power kind of chick. So she might be into spanking. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so this is she is definitely going to be a part of the series going forward. She's a very, for all her sexiness, she is definitely scary. She got Bloody Rose Annie from she got it, honestly. I'll just say that much. Mr. RJ, come on now. Cycle through here. Looks like my ex before the redhead. We wear the redhead. What the hell is wrong with your exes, man? Because I mean, Wookiee's talking about his ex. Jason's in with a butcher knife. He's like, oh my God, what the hell, dude? I'm a brunette man for a reason. Shadowpunk's getting a little old man creepy thing going on. Yeah, he does a little bit. But yeah, so she's going to be in the series going forward because I think everybody, if Hojo's got a very sexy lady, and he also has Nancy Moon, who's very sexy in a very hippie chick kind of way. So I think if you have an opportunity now, somebody like Shadowpunk who has a dystopian world, if somebody's sexy in it, that means that they're very, very sick in the head or something, So I don't know how you would do that, but for the most part, I mean, this is opportunity that has been left wide open here, and let's face it, sex sells. It really does. And so, what we need to do is we need to grasp that opportunity. We need to put sexy chicks out as much as possible. We need to, make that part of our marketing. We need to make it part of, our identity. Now, this lady here, I probably, I'm going to definitely use her in my marketing. I got some things coming up that I'm working on. And so I'm just saying, what's next? These sexy characters, we need to make them part of what's next. Somebody needs to make Nurse Diesel into Hello Nurse. Nurse Diesel, I'm not entirely sure who that is. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind. You mean Heidi? Nurse Heidi? Yeah. Well, I agree with that. But anyway, so I mean, just I'm not talking. It doesn't have to be pornographic. It doesn't have to be. I mean, because Perfect 10 is just absolute gorgeous female, but she's covered from head to toe technically. But little's left to the imagination, but she is technically covered head to toe. But I think, honestly, I think that Dave Brink has definitely used that better than anybody else, and probably anybody else in CG outside of Ethan. Heather Swain is pretty choice, I'll have to say. She is definitely the first grand dame of CG. But I really honestly think that this is something that is being left wide open. Now, what people don't talk about, there was a book, a game that came out, or at least it wasn't the game, it was like a promo of the game called Stellar Blade. And Stellar Blade has in it a very, very sexy female protagonist. And they were trying to say that the guy who's over that game is like some kind of incel that hasn't seen a female. And then he's like, "Oh, by the way, this is my wife, and it's a really, really good looking Asian chick." And she's like, she's part of the programming team, and she's like, "Hi," It's like, yes, I've seen sexy females, right? And she helped design this character, so this is my wife helping design this character, and she's a very attractive lady. But then you look at some of the stuff like a Disney game that just came out, and the character model that they used is very attractive, weird politically, and I think she has some weird sexual thing going on, but she's a very attractive lady. But then when you see what that translated to the game, and it's like, what? How did you get that from that? I mean, it completely, totally took all the sexy out of it. You saw this in Last of Us. One of the two protagonists that they put up there was a bodybuilder chick, with manly like features, and then that was one of their two protagonists. And let's see, are you sure it's a her? Right, exactly. High anxiety nurse Diesel. Oh, Cloris Leachman. I haven't seen High Anxiety. Are you? Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. Okay, I apologize. Yeah, I'm. That's I haven't seen all the Mel Brooks, back catalog. I need to fix that. But basically, what I'm saying is, we've got a golden opportunity here, and they're continuously shooting themselves in the foot, and they're basically neutering themselves, literally and sometimes physically, neutering themselves, and this retraction, this like shrinkage that's happening to the mainstream right now is just leaving the door wide open. And so if you don't currently have a sexy character in your IP, I highly suggest acquiring one, creating one. I'm sorry, Wookie. I don't have this knowledge yet. Okay. All right. Okay. 1941. I have to watch that. And now I have to watch High Anxiety. The list is growing. Okay. All right. I'm working on it. Anyway. So, that's what I'm basically, if you're the writer of your IP, or if you have a writer of your IP, I highly suggest do your best to get a sexy female. And if you have a female, sex her up a little bit and make it part of your marketing, because this is a golden opportunity, guys. The door is just getting wider and wider and wider. The more of these, sexless harpies are getting into positions of power and trying to destroy anybody that doesn't look like a blue-haired Landwell barista, and as they do that, and with their lack of market sense, with their lack of desire for profitability, I mean, there's something about women that I think everybody will agree, including women that are pretty honest with themselves, is women. It's not about the ones and zeros. It's about their emotionals. It's about the emotional feeling of everything. And they will basically, if they are mad at somebody in the boat, they'll drill holes in the boat that they're in to get at the person that's in the boat. Okay. And so this is not going to stop. These women that are in charge right now are not going to stop destroying the attractive female. They're not going to stop removing that from culture, because when they look in the mirror every day, anybody that makes them feel inferior about what's looking back at them has to go. And they're not going to stop. Okay. That no marketability is going to stop them. No lack of sales is going to stop them. No destruction of their market share is going to stop them. They are going to keep going until it all goes down. Okay. So this is not, they can't get off this ride that they're on, because the people that they made the engineers are insane and don't have the destination in mind. They just have the current state. Okay. And so what that does is it basically, for those of us who have our intelligence, that see the ones and zeros, that see the opportunities ahead and try to acquire those opportunities, we have a golden opportunity to seize that market share, because it's just being left there. It's just left there. They are just leaving all this on the table and walking away from it because it doesn't suit whatever screwed up thing in their head. whatever gender studies programming that they have, that tells them that attractiveness equals evil, whatever that is. Because of the rest of the world, attractiveness means I want that. I want more of that, because that's how we're wired. It's in the wiring, okay? Women, not so much. But men, it's in our wiring. And so anybody that seizes that is going to have an opportunity. All right. TNA Cells. There you go. AKA Molly Brown. I'm not sure how we got to Molly Brown. Anyway. Yeah. Clint Walensky definitely draws some curvy females. That's pretty much his whole entire thing. It's curvy females. Yeah. Pirate Queen. Yeah. I definitely have seen Clint's work. They're doing a pretty good job of singing the entire industry. Any other industry they can pollute. Yes, they are. And they're not going to stop. For everybody that's hanging on to the hope that mainstream is going to self-correct at some point. As long as these women are in charge and they can't get rid of them because of the Me Too and the DEI, they can't get rid of them. It's like legislated impossible for them to get rid of these people. And they're not going to stop. They're not going to care. They don't care about that profit margin. They don't care that they're sinking the whole entire industry. They don't care. All they care about is their own feelings. All they care about is what's in front of them. Narrow down to what's in front of them, their ideology. That's all they care about. And they're not going to correct it. The only way they can that they're going to survive, the only way that they're going to is to do what Elon Musk did, buy the whole thing and get rid of them. Of course, then he brought in Linda Yaccarino. Why ever did that, I have no idea. But it's not going to correct. It's wide open, and it's only going to get wider as we go, because all the attractive females that are left in culture are being neutered and covered up and all the curves taken out of them. Lest we forget, what's been taken from us right now. Enough said. Yeah, that's what's going away from the mainstream, and here we are, ready and willing, for anybody that's going to pick it up. Let me get the last few comments here. Yep, there you go. Okay. Oh yeah, boy. There you go. And so the first thing they did, X-Men 97, the first thing they did was flatten her out. And that's like, you remember that frame that somebody did that off of? That came from the original cartoon. That lady had some curves, okay? Frazetta drew and painted some sexy females too. Yeah, he certainly did. Adam Miller is a spiritual successor to Frazetta, and he has drawn some incredibly sexy females. Get that card set, man. I'm telling you, it's top notch. It's available on FMC. Short plug right there. Anyway, so basically, that's pretty much all I got to say for today. If anybody wants to vote in that poll, it's still up. Just type in Telepathic Bunny, it'll pop right up. And it's the four ladies that are up for bid right now. It's Heather Swain, Perfect 10, and Whitney Sung, and Chlorine from Hybrids, who I've always thought was extraordinarily attractive. those are four of the ladies that I chose, but of course nobody's voted for chlorine yet, unfortunately. But so go over there and vote. If you're a Heather Swain guy or a Perfect 10 guy, those two are running neck and neck. Make sure you get your votes in. Anyway, so that has been Cooper from Telepathic Bunny Comics. Thank you all for coming. The fluffiest chat in all of YouTube. Love you all. And remember, follow the White Rabbit, and we will see you next rabbit hole. Bye, everybody. Whoop, where did my outro go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye again. Here we go.